ADAKABRI FRIMPONG MANSO wajina konya bebiewu
GBK fue ye mama ho na ye free neat 100.9 FM and it's a GBK for ye ba manaso ye mama tena se enso so na ene juada ai kutansa boss me ne de to radio nsia afi epino de benia aduonu ebaako just about 37 minutes past 1 na ye tena se a na GBK for amane ne sen adakabere mamudu ana medi animu a mene miama de nyina misini ko karata amansa chiame staff sergeant kwabena mafo kwabene
over
kwabene
over ni
kwabene
over
GBK fue ye mama tnasio
anada ai abrante ba ko bi eja menini nyina te se obi ni nua na ono wanya akwanya nti wo Obituary house
ai
ena ofrem ye bonkoma ena ono kan ha wo kire mi
wono eti ho ana oye ton between tanobofo akwade RTU ana wo kan ha wo kire wo bibuzu tio GBK fue
ono Obituary house
ai
meso je baby amete
ai
eno ono kan ha wo kire mi
eno ono kan ha de kire na no ha no anything
enti wafanya de ye nyina Yesu ya no
asakro no a
aho kire ya na ono ne de no kura de wo sute ya ni aya tenten
ye kwa yaji atum
ana me say eh bra na wo yi na wo ti apaka mu sen kasa wo
na
ya ni aya so a wo nam fam so de ye de wo se bra opposition in government
opposition in government
yes
kwanso jajom kwanso sijom kwanso sijom kande gadam GBK fue
onu ananum no akatira me se bra
o si opposition
in government yeah o si omu aten se omu ti opposition
omu chen
wa bra omu wa bam enti o si kwabra say what didn't I opposition in government and I'm si bo and your mamentina me yadi minim sanka ja wona wunya na wa ma me bie say ade ya se abre wosora na tigu fam
kwabra
and was kwabra anya yize
sa
na me se na wona wusun no ono so can the same asem no a oba abonti o mu kan edin ya ubo ya
GBK for no GBK for
ena ono no asa katire me se abina ya tiwe si ekwo opposition amfa wa mu o
debi
enti ono ananum o say me Obituary house me nko ho me nim wo makwa ye line city
ay
wa me kwa ma me no kura no ediane no wonton ma me
I send the free titi na na duane so e kama cocoa board for no
yeah na ma fa
no afa no akodidi just a comedy o said den kura edidi de obedidi
yeah
na abia no wanwe adua ye sade ma wo mo
da bi wo fa
ye de yire wo na wo mu timu no opposition government for wo mu nyum ni
o wose o mu ababa mu
nanso so
enso wo mu ten se o mu ti opposition no ono aka tira me say tankofo ya o boss we party ni ko opposition 100 years empower mu ho
oh come on anyum na nyina ye
they are damn rich
yes enti wo mu nkwan no eye kwande
oh yes
and na wo soso nkwan no soso eye kwansonso
yeah
if you say hiam
dem do fa na wo de wo say awsora de for
exactly enti na ebire bi beba ama GBK for no omu gina ho no mu ana nyuma edi besisu ne sen achese wo hia ni wa no ne ebo nyuma ma wo ya say kwanso sejom kwanso sijom kwanso sijom kwanso sijom wo kwanso nso no na wo sijom kwanso sijom afa GBK fo no so na woni enkwandewa afo no basi prat apologies enkwandewa afo no na fa ntwinu ne yesiso a ekwandei kadem ombe kadem kwandei kadem
what did this one back at them? Because of a sikane bema.
Na ubema ne kwa mo di sikana ko.
Me say
sikane
bema.
Me say kwande beka dem kwande beka dem.
No. Wono no a wo ka no. Ofa say oka say omu fia bem. Okay, wo kwatena brochire. Obetumi akwatena brochire. Even obetumi atena 20 years.
Obi akwa mfie no mfa na nya hwe.
Yeah.
Me say kwande beka dem.
What about omu aka no? Say party ko
so mu di akire
entina won senti adebia me ka say MPP for boy extra time no
oh sir
and debia me ka so mu boy extra time because di jani muna nenam
na oka o mu Greater Accra Regional Chairman no
what
and o mo agoram fence divine
agoham
and na wo mo call trade fair that yes mo be di jaya wo kan asmo be kan trade fair hono no na wakan no awurade pande wo muna se kusu pande no wo muna se kusu ada kwanso so boje no so kwanso so boje no so
ya eda no na wo mu penifo ba ko se wo mu ye option wo temaport na me kra de na yi bia Sunday say memfa kakra bi mefa e wan say wo fa ya na sameti wona mini de medi kra na masum di aya na me peten say wote wona ye di problem bi besen kwa ha koyi wano besen kwa koyi wano ye fra oni pa oni adaje na bibia bafoforo tantantan enti sameti wona se moto kra na me de bebe djuma na me wo masum
una beba bedru hanko an hia
enti oka no ono mpo ka se o ono kra wetumi anya beye 25 ko 30 aba ku bi oto ni se well man kashi ba na mi bisa me ho se enti nka wo mu communicators here from radio shi ya de bia bi dum wodin nka wo 4000 bajeketu akoye uba so 4000 bajeketu akoye uba sanka at least smile
enenam na mepe
ya however obenya bi di ahye na yire ne ma oho sabi nipa a wo kwosene ya nini bo mu sene ya edu abodi ya yenyini din firi enti bebre ti wanu mu a omo bo mpa ye se party ni nko opposition na ni omu nyina amoro pepe
sa
ya
etibe kaka GBK fo no obebu omu din adwane akọ ba bia tena
emfa no ho emfa no ho
ne de wo die nie
emfa no ho ono die wenya no of your mouth 20 years kura wontumi mfa nya da
debi
dia wonu anya no your mouth 20 you can't get it dia binum anya no enti bisa won say sa brothers ya text message be wo mu afrefre radio su wo de fa ne so wo mu etaya da pe wo mu sign kura no wo mu anya sign eno an say wo mu tada pa keke na nkofo nso
let us say opposition in government na saying
of I say
describe mama
what tifunu hu nso ntumi nso
opposition in government
yeah te say what tifunu hu na ntumi nso
sa na yes na wo bra na ayesa
of awoni won say omu awo opposition no
it's opposition in government and what describe mama you
yeah omu awo opposition I have to say on wada form dada enti
opposition government unsrai
ya form no
internal ya no
yeah because wono onse bibia anim kwan
da bi
oni ani da so bia
ehia na che
enti wada so da wa ana obi nso a na ban aba power na nka na expectation e wo high
aye high
na afei expectation no
and I hope so no
you hope no akukren mo
adashi
ayira
ne kase na nisu tetu
ya bebre wo honom so a omu invest ya no omu agene yo mu se wo de ye invest ye ni aduaba no na ebe fifi wo mu so adua ye na aduaba na wu
wo mu so adua ye no aduaba no awu
ya nti na nida so nyina asa ebi ya contractor for
eno nam
ebi ya businessman for ebi ya ankrankre ebi ya jedifo ebi ya and of wo mu nyina o ma nida so no ti won me bon komo tenten nam se
ayesa ne kese ni nyina ko opekwa mo a ofa senka bono bosia kakra
me to me nya 150 sending
ono no ti abemu in opposition na wo sending 150
me sending 150
konsuonsuo no
150 numpo wo hini bi na sending me
ana wo obu akire ma
me pone na wo hini no ma me 200
na wo 550
na me sending 150 man say one tie na me nso me mfa
50 no na jawo de ohiani wa
somebody ametimu dada nti
kanso sijam
me boni pani din tira wa
na mi ntie
me boni pani din tira be shock
me si mi ntie ajese kwande kadem just for no ti abemu in opposition jibi gabi boy
if you ada no won say mentumi ama
ubede do watimi aba
na me ko ye nua na nasank ena yie no
weekend no
ya na no pa no mi wie morning show no ena me shia organizers bi nti organizers ne nana bo maba so se ofa ye ade ye dwumadie ya na omutie na omani ti ho pa nti nipa ba ku bi a na ye taabo ne din wa ha ena omo bo ya ba so se sisi a se onu ni omani wa ba ku pa aka ya se organizers yo chairman fo constituency fo obi a ma no ho so a ye Canada mo aho ena omo nyina omo di omani ekire nti no omo bo ya ba so se yan koso ana yan tai papa na chi na wono ni omani wa ba ko pa aka omusu a wono ape ena omusu hwe nanim ena na omu di omu adesrede nso mama mpeni se won se omu no omu ntumi nka because wo ka wan sha ne yasa ba so awo so e ka sa da na wa wo party ya ade na wo ka of omu su omu sre man mpeni se chief executive officers no ache dodo ena MMDC so ache ofa wo de yamfa wo mu kura de no nto nchen wa se eko 8 months 8 months His Excellency Nana de Danko Akufo-Addo 8 months woni aban kratim penimfo wa adianko papa 8 months January February March April May June July ye kwura August
ba akukra de
August want to me MMDCs just list out
eba akukra de oye oba ene nipa bi ebo omo ho safo hine so ombekwa kobo ne ntutu so yi na di no sasa no ma afiri wa nti ebo anadwo aidu mienu a na kia na ba na besesa no ma ne beko ebo anadwo du mienu a esi aka no ma kakra bi nti omo so aye ready say ya mfa ama no wo yi ne no ma no mbebu ne se no ya mfa ama no a ubenya no abu ne se watwe no ma no over 82%
of one say ama impuntuduma no adina ena ama system no mu nso aye den
enti mpuntuduma no
ya enso
one district one factory
ya
say na ano yi kwadwomi mu asam kire matene ekọ parliament ena okoyi statement on the floor of parliament enti oduru ba bi o say status of implementation no one district one factory no tie o say Mr. Speaker, since the beginning of the program to date there are 278 1D 1F projects which are at various stages of implementation. Out of this number, 104 companies are currently in operation, 150 are under construction, and 24 are at the mobilization state. 165 out of the 278 companies are new projects, representing 60%, whilst 113 companies are existing projects being supported, representing 40%. The companies that are currently operational have created a total of 150,975 direct and indirect jobs, up from 139,331 in December 2020. It is expected that when the additional 150 1D, 1F projects currently under construction are completed, the cumulative number of direct and indirect jobs created will reach 282,772 persons. Mr. Speaker, it is worth noting that the youth have not been left out of the 1D, 1F. Out of the 278 1D, 1F companies, 58 are fully owned by youth groups who have been mobilized by government and supported with seed funding to establish their own state-of-the-art agro-processing factories in 58 districts under what is referred to as Enable Youth 1D, 1F initiative supported by African Development Bank and International Fund for Agriculture Development. 1D, 1F
so far no 1D, 1F no sign na ya ye ni sisi ya.
This year was say a year 104 companies.
104 companies.
A year, Juma.
A year operational.
A year operational.
And
150.
Yafa nipa senya Juma.
And the nipa yafa woma Juma. A year 139,331 as of December 2020.
139,000.
And you see a move up 150,975.
Aye, a Jumanu ni nipa ya fawum. Yeah. Of one will say, we na aya debia me kase. Yan kanye a candifuan wa ye do matino. Yan kanye womu tumi aye. Na no na ye dinaso. Na ye dia pema kwa yenim. One will say, and yama obu boss we. Sabi anopetutu tumpo ana alan kodotre mantin etumi de woso aba mpesia tama mansa nyina nya biede
anopetutu no.
Oh yes. And who say ofanyamesi yanka nokre alan what say aduaba ye tugu nkasemu
aduaba
ye tugu nkasemu ewo say nkasenu miemia no dia batiste wa fifi
kasenu miemia
yes alantra mantin
enso so wa fifi
but wa fifi wo say de alan afem ene dina watumi dina ne naso a of obi ankoawu entina yase yade ebo kokosetima ne tirimu tutu ye no ebo abo akwa de bia anke yesie no
wo se senka oyo obi anko ayeden
wafa anka yemia na manawu
ede ya na de aseda ene eye dwatoa na de akoma CAC asofo CAC the whole Ghana
aya Christ Apostolic Church
wo leadership the whole Ghana wo kan de na me kan say yemfa aseda ma CAC fo
ofa me say alantramante te say aduaba yedua no won kasemu enkasani miemia no panso watumi afifiri
adie na me say fasedama hefo
me fama Christ Apostolic Church CAC
omu from panyine wadanu akosi akoda keto CAC da wamase
CAC mpanimfo yadamase empaibo a mode atai alan kojo tiremanti achi ade abesi sabre ofa taya wo sabra bekuma abo so na ho untumika okusie so nkobu nem yeah one say nipa bia se wonim baby a wofira wonim baby a woko but wonim baby a wofira wonim baby a woko nti baby atumi ye o baby but ono no na onim baby a ofiri ani baby a nani tira woko enu nti nsuo mu ewie mu ahasuo mu abo tutuo mu adepeta mu oya woni ayura wudie nyina mu no ofa no
103 companies no
yeah
to see as me gini nyina said the operation no
yeah
baako a wo ye prepared some the man wa ubetimi serialize sa company we your friend say enipa say na ye adwuma mu e district we
mempe yesi enti free erade adom a esabosumi de
ewu anisa
enti next month no a eye August no me bom paye se sa abre no bedu no na yetumi anya aban kra timpanifo na yetumi anya a chief executive officers ya ebe de adwumako no ano and baby of media me susafa me mua ena me pe ade ni ye nti wofa meje list no na makọ baby biala obekere me se ade no eni
kana me man ko mema e magere na akọ
dabi wofa wu go
pesa magere ka
me na mano de nene
103
and wofa meko
the 103 no
me ko ba so a woni me se de me hu na ba beka
me sponsor ko 103 ni nyina
wofa wu go
wo be Facebook live atoso
me se meko
actually 103 na your operation
enti me ko anu mako gina ho na me si wo dia alantramante ka o parliament no enie
ko ni pa bi nyini
asi gomua otam asi gomua ekumfi enia na me gina he ade a wo mu ye ni bi na me de akama no yi me ni wo bukura di hu nkomo enie ena me konso a me mpesa me nkwa me nsam trafo be mienu miensa esa mienu ba sa dance die no aya na eye
sick majari be ko bi majari gas ka me na medua wase mami kan kire we good afternoon ADAKABRI. We are enjoying the show live from Peckham, Milton Keynes and Worcester Park. Master P and Patrick Osajefo and Teresa Bio almost kwabra mu tie papa
so one say do we abrede ya offer member ehonum no na mom ma memfa adesredie mfa mama mpani ya panichew because of abankra timpanimfo na yenya ye no offer amaka se bi wo wa mentumi nka te baby a ya de anyonfo no call ye wo gomua potin ho no offer me do one am ra wo say adena sebi excuse me to say ye mpanimfo edu baby a ye tirimu ye din dodo tabi offer fane say me ene wo ana magderi enye sebi nsate anyina anyepe ana ahimfetini ye bi didi bi ati ya maame nom me ni aton anyon enti fane say me maame eno wati ewiem sei no oton anwa yensu oto awatim ewie agba awatim apata bi ani wo bebi ayadu nso ni wo bebi agya ya nan ni wo nothing ene edu o makogum wo gomu apoten kwan no so say omunton anwo wo ho ade atirimo
yes wo mu do man kwaji nkotokoro bi
nothing bibi ani wo se ate wo mumu mienu
eti poten bend mu ho
aye wiem keke no wo mugu awiem
patin bend mu musa ko bi ye fufu bi wona na krante ye wona ho ye fufu no
ofo ye ewo cave no mu baby a ye adu anyum na police fo ni
agina no
aya omuguso ye
de na krante ye
tu kwa na nim kakra bia e wona wo mugu
de na je
ofo mugu awiem
wabo be pone kakra
asa wo bo be pone
no
is
right one mo no asese left one so kingdom wo ana
kingdom wo be ko wanim
so akodu kingdom left okay
ofa aya rewo ya maame ni ya papa no mu a tabi enti se obi entumi se obi ton anwo anti bone be na waye nipa kro no ofa Ghana fo ya padumo
na kwamra woni
se de nipa sori ya nwomate mia no ho se obe en MANSO na wo mutimu akotene ko
MANSO single mother kwamra nanim
trying to make
Saturday we say no ada esia ekuro pribebre no ade na chechire in 1958 na baby na Jackson's Park wo ewu Kumasi a je say Fox FM ho no no asem eho na esrimfo de bayire ba eho na ne bebe ton no Kumasi
good
na James Osu ebebe ye Kumasi city council chairman no nti ba sa bayire fo no ye tu omo nti ye tu bayire fo no 1958 no ena saa time no edwoso councillors ena ye bebe yi saa ye kan se be mo asase wo edwoso atan ye do mo ba dwoso na che se yasem kese pa o enne wonum se Woma ye tu womu free asem ho no mo no ayede womu ba adwoso so meton ba yire no. Ene na ma ba yire na ka adwoso ho no mo a ene adwoso ho ene yeton ba yire a just it is that time no ene ye petrol station no a ka yigina ho no opposite assembly no ene ye sa petrol station no eno ebaaye enti ususu se ne yetimi atu bayefo ewa asem kumase ede o ma ba adwoso 1958 na aka ho no mo a ne bayire na economy of adwoso no bayire ni gina mu den na woma yetu wo mo no problem susu say ya ye nhihye ya o mu betimi aka ho and then so many years later
Kenya bad anya bad say me kura no ekuro mu kura ye talk dodo na no a Greater Accra regional minister oyi nipa na free wo no ye nyina na ye support because I talk even kura Kaneshi any sa sek wo market ni ade of a menka wo kura wo de enka wo ne anka se me yi wa free mu VIP one no money ade kunyina no yenya baby kura relocate mu a enka is the best because I wanna you talk but is ye yimu ni yakoma mu baby a we say so comfortable when it wa hasa wo beton ade ko sha adi nkotoku
aye 1974
yeah
and PTC was the PTC no mobile petrol station network so and the loom and so na ye opposite so no ma me na no ton mo no kra ne wagya mo no ne mo ne ye papa se do di ye pen sen sesew e betwi eye sutulu no mo no it 1974 and akutu champon otu Accra Kumasi 1 pound na hoye lorry station and ye bebe ye no plan station it no plan station 1974 na ye do mo ba ye no obi a na so da ye say no plan station ebe kwa akoya asem kese sa it na mpanimfo mienu a no mo wan sase a na da ho na baako ene eye Henry Jaba tuohunu na baako enso so ene AC Okansi enti Okansi asase na da CAC Britannia Hotel opposite one no na wone ye pense dia wuo asase ne da ho a eho manso kakra ana dia wuo bu a wo mo na Jaba de no no mo ye de no plan station enne it is ampanimfo no nsase a na da ho enti ene no
otiko Jaba
otiko Jaba ne papa ai
wow
that time kokomremre 1951 sase ne bi wo mo partition kokomremre ene adentina ho nyina na ekodi kokomremre side ho no mo je sansase no enti no 1974 ene chese kutua champon edin present day no plan station baaye ena AC Okansi asase ne de eda ho besi ne
wow
to so pa me de be ma $5 million
that no say wo say makola ene tudu wo mu atonton niama wo ho no ofa why you too choke but what baby a ye be relocate wo mu no any baby a wo mu kwa wo mu asetena mu be ye no na wo kwhwe baby a ye de anyumfo ya akogu na wo ka se wo kotufuo osufo na firi wo e de wo makọ baby fufura nti wo mu beko
we first phase aka second and third phase
ade o ma ya wo wa ne se ketepire adwiri wo asa enti wa sabi o se ye nia ye kosa nkofo yi mu na ye kwa akwati wo mu tax ya nti ye ni nwu kakra we ya si trust we ni wo mu ye ni wu se wa baby a adi nkotoku wakọ potin baby anyufo yi ton ya de yi na wo se wo kwagidi wo mu to a abai tete abai krati mpanimfo no wafa edi entidi ai ane da adano na me kan obi frɛ me se party fo ne se wo mu NSS wo mu yi abai krati mpanimfo na binum nso a wo mu interest wo mu se da be wo mu nso na se so wo mu yi aban krach mpanimfo
na no kwani adwuma
well offer
and no kwani adwuma
but for now baby aye do yi se ka me nko a wo enka esasa party ni take over yes me will be something a ka me nko a ka meka se aban krach mpanimfo ni yi no esasa party fo ni grassroots fo ni na yi yes for now dear
so you do amope
oh yes offer me will be some adventurous and
let to oba no obedie nyina yeso
as a party for no and because of a job to an yoma yira
Sir.
A betu and Yama. The same thing as chief executive officers. So up till now, Bibia Koso system Numaya the name offer. So what can say? And we tell you this offer Busumi when your friends Kitawanzano.
Aye.
And a Kitawanzampa.
Aye.
Hey!
Nasana Busumena and one be new saying.
And Tawato. Ebia Magdari dear. Over Kitawanzay.
Aye.
I yes, me
sir.
That dear Bia said that dear the boy yes, the boy yes in some. I yet tin.
Ababa will be flasante mampon. A friend if you would do a fabrigas. Nefia would do a fabrigas, and no can was say nay. A more than Dindia Memoy who say a boy nuncia. Now say who probia Manakumu be a man, you ran on Konoa. Ubeni Parman is a carbon aje. I'm
telling you, say, offer. No credit, I am a oh, Yanam Quay so. Sanka debia ye Messia to in Nobaye Ibia. Ufa winnie bakwano so no boafo of a pen to rubber and toast or 70 gun where cry a kwa pen to rubber and kitwa or 70
nan company saying
and na wife say meso yan then what say yan ko 13 tomatoes
share what would you a year fresh tomatoes by yan am wadi no was it going to 13 tomatoes tomatoes na you didn't know my friend
no kwa 60 gun 70 Ghana cedis
montoy
na bayire antumagi wan say nan say want to bayire of our ba na wo kobisa what bayire boye dey
enu nti no one share
because what so
na niam na mo no anya amamo
ni offer ochi
magi
na oyi 5 per pound 10 cedi wo be kasa
magi mo mpa de no kure no gu methodist fo ani masio methodist ni ba timitina se etotum se wonu aduane ma mama ni efiri se e bayira boy den magi e am adua magi e utiri so wate ana methodist fo ma sa na mote e bayira boy den tina se magi ma no
bayira boy
mi ko bia makoda bia be ya nwamoa me yedi
bayira boy den yeah ukoda so in fact system no mu aye hot obi a wo be frɛ no bia se ebia Magdari my condition that say na showed me
I showed him the Magdari or your papa why don't you say go pay we did na mama be near you also to make sure some go back to the
condition
and go we did na be no mama ho ahye
so we say wo frɛ nkofo bi say ebra ana de munyo o se bra adene ya bo extra time ya bo extra time nti
what ya be mu opposition
obi amu anensa
GBK fwe awia ya ni mu
ayade
in fact pantan
of ma wie na memra pantan mesra man penisa na dawroma and that now ka say ya be establish COVID-19 by the
Vaccine Institute.
Yeah, they signed
$25 million in the boss here.
I would say, I know I assume no our kind. And said I hate it. And said I hate it. Nankas I said numpo and yet but I had to say hospital 88.
I know that who and go 111.
I paid that 111.
I wouldn't say 111.
Eastern region, they are no cry, Mukokatis or no.
A central hospital, I will Kofudiano.
And now,
what's your profile?
There be 88, no.
I call 111.
111, no, and a brow car, a establishment of a day. I hate it. And now, I
didn't hate you.
What I say, what can be done? Okay, you know,
I think I'm from Pombouatin. And now, or Baby, you.
No, the no call mining, young who do quiet.
Will be a wing.
Auntie.
Or ya de pa.
I did be her. Now, yes, yes, a mini dance here. The town will be. Yeah, dance here. And Tiama or Kayano. I said, I hate it.
Now, come now, Wodo.
What for some women send me a crassini.
na kurasi ni na wo koto tomankes ni 70 cedis na hawa ye backyard farm
ofa no na ayi maami bi amakwafo ena
mambi
o ka kire me say
woman gada
ya yanyere ye ho na yenye backyard farm ni bi enti eno ana ya
because kwabena wo de eye board ba chef for mo within your friends 9 months
yeah board bo
9 months na ba wo de bro chef for mo 77 days na bro no aye ready at me wie so hono wo de banche chef for mo 6 months na aye ready wo de emo chef for mo 90 days na aye ready wo de tomankese chef for mo ugugu a 90 days na aye ready wo de mako egu for mo 90 days so hono enti se board ye woni aba akofodi afori di bai anasa apentum
anasa mienu
anasa mienu na se ni nyina within 9 months na ye ready na banche 6 months
na mano nso ba
ne mano so echeze ba ku bia so ba board ba do benya be se 20 wo ho asa tu because within 5 years and sana see to kura complete
ano na lumba de to nyuma awase board ye ni se wo mepre nyinche enti ne mranti brem no no de ne masisi ne nchen no
so no enti adenti na yentwe yadwene nkoso se yebetimi aye ne kama sa
ofa de ye hui awu se agric ministry na boyamane se nokura nsu anto na fertilizer nso ye nya sika eno mpo de agric minister no ane kan ye say sika sese ken ofori ata me boni din because on we finance minister e release the ma fertilizer for no e de besi ne on face sika no
emma wo me kuku asem nkenche ne ma na we tuning na wo mo wa ho
ma ageno do kuku sister kuku ma ageno do
na wo hu ye o girlfriend and friend sister kuku ya
sweetheart kuku amaje
jindo
sa wo hu ye wa sweetheart na me ka bia me wife say ayen tanka na wo mbehu sa won tanka
kwabena ebi chese emu ayeden but yantwe adwene nsiso say wankasa duadua wo no ma bi nkakra because greenhouse so ahuno wankasa betimi aye no aduadua o vegetables so hono wodi nsuo egugugugu so kakra eno kra wodi exercise so hono ano papa wa sorry no na ye friend say wodi nsuo kakra gugu so ansa na wokra na wakwa adwuma akwadware akwa adwuma ye no kra exercise gardening ya de papa
oh yes so yes ofa ye nti yanyire ye ho ne yenye
wo ye baby kakra bi won say bode na wodi fa bode ba mako enum kra chefom bodu baba ko enum banch no so one side kakra so hono
ofa now tell me say enti sikaya ya de kra osnekvin any Johnson any sadie adebe of one we say a be before no one kasa no ye ho atamfo kakra kire say of enti sasikei tobinko ana item drugs and of a name them and
Kofinsia mamisike na bay kina farmer and NS chemist and East Cantonments
East Cantonment
Eastman's pharmacy
and ya wo poku farmer so
and abu and Mr. Preku Samara pharmacy
the omuya Samara
ofri tachiman enti comedy kra wo de ukọ yisle gon motorway ni nchen ho no mo a na wo se Mr. Preku si mi didi ukọ e be kan aduane amwadi ati
yo ofa na bibifuo impo hwan amin scientific
amin say pense
point to mo party
edubuate
ofa enti
obiri no ye general secretary Gaftram
good
omo na bibiduro nyina ehye wo mo nsa
ofenti se sika bebrebe ya ya sesa de ma aborofo kwoto eduro ba ya ya de bebo obi a wo mu de na aka ye hu ye nim ni ye kire wo mu abomienu wo mu ama enti wafa enti ye disesi keima ye nkof wo ya enti nkomo ntumi mfa nim tri amfa nya bibi ma ya mfam country ban yeso wo mu koto bi ba ya say ye nsu ya ye de bo mu
o sa
ya wo mu ye demonstration enti
so mo nti mo ho ase no
ya ofanti enkasa nkofuo yi entumi mbubu nim tri bi nim tri supo ye nto abuso enti nkomo ntumi mfa bibi nkeka mbom anya vaccine yi bi ma ya me ya nom
aye on the 2nd of August Monday 2nd of August betna sentem aye gaftram aye Federation of Traditional Medicine omo beba obiri beba betna studio ha se awia no
aye
adwada ene na wo pepepe no ma kire so far
ade
a omo ye ene bua Ghana for
they can do it they no pay ya mete say Ghana medical no good for kase omu a yabu omu mpane ni bi no ela yade ni bi omu widie mu a eye fully loaded
nanso so enka wonto ho
good of ametiase o but still wanya yade no
wanya bi de ba enka nto
good enti sa ade yi enti nkia de ma yankofo ya mabubu omu dinya of enti nkomu ntumi generate bibi ma ya mfa nwo
enti vaccine institute no
adenti na abrofo no mom be kire yen se yene a yegu ha no a ye tuntum no omu de no na yama yen omu ka kire yen se ma ye ntua nkwada ya de akeka do ni ade atua nkwada enye enso mukoye duro de brayen ya muka kire yen se yemfa nu ntua nkwada no
se ya na o se enkaka duro ni makono ade tua kwada no wa hwe a ebe chiche ne nsunu matwitwa ne nsunu asa abajimbre enkwada pi nya complications but ya na ahano ye moyen kokonkan kire yen se tua wutua kwada we ena ma kwada ne nsunu mu aye basa no eti akaka do no se inflammatory akaka do na ohye makwa na ohye eti wo wadwene nyina ne se wo ye de wo kwakọ wutua kwala no na akwada but ano ohye dodo enti ya na concussions no untimi measure ne yie na wudi tua kwada wo sa kwada no ma bibra ye no na ekone yam a disturb ne yam but preventive health was sanki ya kire ye no ma bibre ba omo nkire yen enti na ma we are ye ken no $25 million a vaccine institute you know enye broni nimde ene de be ye adwuma obi de se wo hwe nipa na ye so be da no kwabra from poor boaten no ne views for orthodox medicine rather nanso so
no adentini ya manupose bi
ohia posu bi ukokohwe kwabra from poor boaten adwuma wa ye ne nkawe ne to ase a ehia so obe concentrate aye na adwuma ye ken no e wo sa time nki ya graduate nipa ne bebre kura ma omo akoya de foforo na nka mrantie nkuma ene ye fa adwuma bi e kona nim no chief executive ye mfa obi obro 30 years o
aye
ukwa brochira adwuma pa aye strong no chief executive obro 30 years kura ye mfa no o se 25 years na de adwuma na ma no
ye chief executive officers
enkokrafo ne ade nyina na atwam anu nti ne no who attorney general at 42 years and now a special prosecutor at 41 as I say now IGP at 51
and no for national security
Yoko 77 me best na kopamo no enti when they
Mampeni nanado wafu woni e mami misala sam woni e mami misala sam me pasa mi bisa mampeni
kwamna
mampeni
baby e free ba no e kwan wa
wadawuru mo mesra
unya nkotena ho bia ya na ye besusu na twetwe ne nkotena ho bia
that is very surprising sir 8 months yenya abai kratim penifo yen say nya chief executive officers
the area no no dos nemu kwabra
yen twa offer mini mampeni say wa ye bememu waka ebem osa ejina this week because it's getting to the end of the month
me se benya hu
say this week idie
ebeba
this week idie
ebeba
chief executive officers and abai kratim penifo manin drop it don't wadu general and then atese
adwenkese na no oye ne na yi o ugobi
debi ofa na ye da ben
weekend ye twam yi
debi weekend na meka se na me wo na san awo he dompem
waye ne nana yie wasimfusu
ai
ne maame nurse no maame ewu ama yesa ne de nana ewu ye mu ade we de nana no na kwotena se ye ne nana yie
no
enu
wa hene ba ne ne papa ti
wa hene ba ne papa ti
we de ne ba ti
adwekese o maame ti ase as otutu ne ntuma papa bi atuma so fata de fata no
ade am pe won won say otumi kala de tere na ntuma kama de tere ne ya aka wo ma ne ya sa bom wo ma ne ya sa ya aka
oyi ni papa
ya wo bi a onfa asem nsenimu o carry our free
na national lottery no unu na kosi san
wafa awrade adom
ayere
ya sen nim say wa say
mami now so njire osisi ya
dabi
me say mami ben me now so me now so
wafa me wafa wa say ya hayi no ya tensam penny bi ana wo lottery wo misia no wo wasimbe wo tantra esro ena na o ka kire me say omanya ne ntie say within the week no ono po say at Thursday chief executive officers no e be drop ena aspiring chairman bi nso etia me na so say at e bi ye rade pa within the week no chief executive officer no e be drop but ye wo binum wo wa offer omo de ayati so omo toa wo madwuma so obi te say chief executive officer of Ghana Gas Dr. Benasante one de untouchable what one adwuma so na isi akro ne Canada Japan na ye ya edema Ghana Gas nti one de wo na Justin Kodua Frimpong
ono ne letter so mensa kan letter
Youth Employment Agency
mensa kan letter
ya wono nso enya ne de se onto an adwuma so esan se Justin Kodua wahu ne nsa wo horo nti wone mpanimfo to nsa didi a eyeyie ena saabre nso awurade adom wono no ye asokwa brante asokwa brante a wo ho sisi a aya Justin Kodua Frimpong
maka cho se mrante a asante daache ye di ombutuam ho no wane kanam kanso so Kodua ene Nelson so ho no ai ena me am wo fa se Rafa Asafo wono so ebe kobi enti mrante no de ebi ho no papa
Justin Kodua Frimpong wo Youth Employment Agency one day no de wo manfo mu nsanka ena asokwa brante ho no nso so far obekọ on post obi an contest no because wo mu etre se sabi obank na no wa megu ne ho anim ase ena wanja ne constituency fo ni mu emebu na epa adwuma ne ade watumi abodi wo mu yie nti wo mu tre se di wo fru di apano na yepia ne nti wono ena wo mu de ne beko on post ewo 2024 mrasebeja akonya ena Mustafa Hamid nso agene de
Gingerman
ena Samia Wuku ewo National Lottery Authority no offer etinja bia ni ho I'm telling you I'm telling you sir NLA Samia Wuku kapo dia ya kapo dia etinja bia ni Magdalene offer yaso okọ baby okọ baby
okay aye June 15 was it Marjorie data okay June 15 was it June 15 or June 16 June 16 abnanya me no netna
over na me no nyina netia
ana me kan say we na be IGP
ai
ana choose be ma no
me na me choose
ana me kan say oba de be ma no ba bia e be ba koto bia ye mpoyem so ehunu ana nda me ka kira wo say nya Samia Wuku na be call lotteries
wa fa
sa
IGP no me winning here
it just who winning
good and national lottery so over me se capo beko
we se capo beko
me se capo bet
patwa frame fa camera na beto so fa camera na beto so kwabra
over
e dey na dey to so fa frame me se fa beto so
wa fa me de dey ampo na beto so yeah
pe bibi papa pa bi o
oda me
se che na me se pe bibi papa pa bi
am te bibi chama
Yeah. Pamina, when you're president, da. Some can bring me catch us. Sir. Okay, for 20. For 20, from 20. With the 20 cry, made me the better. But some catch them. Some catch them say, a year could be Bentum Quanson, a true book be captive president.
Okay.
Now, who has a GBKBK for no? Which me a for Moses Aqua.
Over this time around, the party for any abro.
Party for any abro.
And ya do met now, Obia, party co position. And the nan can now of one campaign means strong can. A branco for your campaign. And I know na a Maya noir now. A tenant na car mook on your room say, lawyer ladies are now. I say. Lawyer ladies. Lawyer L-O-Y-A-L. Lawyer. Lawyer ladies. Now, one more cow, more custom at the treme. Offer is so sad. Besides, a sad time, no. No, be cry as no home fan to or well, be home fan. Will be so won't be. And what if ye and will be such a question saying, you'll be in the room. But Ford Mashas, no. Offer this time around. And thank a back credit penny for it if I don't woman. Yes, I am your chica cra. Yeah. And Sunny have a snack of pantine. Debia, dear, abide by your mind. Debia, dear, abide by your mind. Yeah. Intimate tree, I green, so say. Obia, say, or your backyard farm cacra. They are now walking. Whoa, you can get the piano said, you need to source a bany way my if you are piming what you weigh. What I bet Nankin has said, what did it only a shade. Now, as you take a queer for granted, say queer knee and can't even crop of what you were saying. As I see, I would say no one can near anymore. I want a crop of 1 decade cocoa. So to crop of 4 a dropper. Crop of 4 dropper. So na ese ye nyina ti ase de na no odene no a wakasa ka bebrebe no onu ya hweda ye nya ye ntimi challenge ye ho se concrete bebrebe na ya gunu ye fie no ya beye space kakra bi na eduadua bibi kra na ya atotas bebrebe wo atotas bebrebe no ye betimi adua bibi kakasa aye no kre se banche 6 months ebebo ana aye no kre se board 9 months ada na ye experiment ofi aye no kre se bro wo de chef for 77 days na bro na ba na so I will bet me a chin akoyam edibi aka banku etimi de adie eye no kre se emo eye no kre se ensuo no ewo fie kwa de bi betimi apetepete so no na ye de ni to abane so bebra akwa bra ye be de da bedokonoko ye ofa no kre na what can we also do for the nation ofa bi na wo kan ye yanso yenya te said ye wo kan ewe ye fie because efie no nyame adom ayensa ase no ade bia obedua wo so bia ehie ofa na me kura na me nim se ebiri bi beba sabi meto tomatoes paint rubber ketwa no 70 ni 80 Ghana ofa no ye ekwan wo na wo ba do me market ene ma 7 market ya enu ye nkran paint rubber no ebi ye 120 kokoto every nkran ye nyame krom nyankopon te nkran na wo nya wo ni nyankopon te nkran ya ofa obi na eka Madina market no yase Madina market nso udi agora ye de be ma 150 de me kan ye kwan wo enu mpo na eno no na ne do me market ni ayi de ema no omu de be bo tiri mama enti wo fa ye nyire ye ho eye lorry fair no so hono se ukọ ena ade no so ebi ni wo ayescare because obi de say pair eti wo say na wo hwe ba bia e man be kwa kofa pair na odimrika e de bankra ya ba beton oma extra 24 48 hours beto so pair ni nyina be say pair ni nyina na kwadu so hono e be ko su night market na me kwa koto pair na baba we otwa pen first one mo say da say you on the atwenchen otwa second one mo say say you third one me so dia be pen say na me to 3 cedis pen na me to as otwa third one nyina say at the third one na eye ka papa kakra no o de ma me na mbusa na say na de asay no de be dey so asay na me say nti wo koto ade na unim say be say o say da eye tire o
So now at this stage, uton adia, what the chacha na ade ton ade no.
Yeah.
So no, so open na yentimi nya agro business. Agro business I'm saying between Bunsu Lindador and Apedwan Quanta on the right, Ubehunu say pair, Omodia pair, and almost one district, one factory pair, honum. And this our pay, some make much losses all the pair, any aloe vera near day, at the young kunkrami at the sra. In kunkrami at the sra. The added was a pair, no, the yedin yanum kwan was ye dear. Na yentimi emfa agro business be ma, Emma pen and aseno, the late Alaji Chocho. Osi somu yie no that time na sala adi fremem ana wode agu watena so no de abra large chocho na large chocho ato on the pen no e wo medicinal properties bebrebe so na say ya moa so na se tomatoes ti wonu mi na ne boa yeden na just ye ko birikini na faso ene ya kwa akofa tomatoes ne de abagana ha na wo hwe se dem ma tachimentia
Over the weekend,
oh, come on.
Yeah, a be or and Norsum, no one day. Now, a bro, what a bro?
A bro, and then I'm over 400, cc.
And yes, and I'm crowing been to.
But since I miss Webby, I just want to make a media bank.
Aha, a bro crowd there of a asset now, when you brunto. When you brunto. Enti yanyere ye ho na obia
nua bibi kakra
farming kakra banti adua body adua yanyere nua adua ne kakra nkra
because nua di free Germany or the abai na naboaje or say in Germany every individual with house and address have garden away from their house where they relax and plant fruits and tomatoes so no enti broni no kura to one mo asase no 15 by 30 kura no a obenya the standard house no you be say ja garden unse say na no me catch us say 16 Florence close I want the baby from 1990 me koto dan first pass so garden we chire so no obetimi aduadua no man kakaka na broche kura garden na ha say no nipa do say ne si dan omuja garden wo
bi yenye ankura kakra bi
we need to do something. So na debia ye de nia to because what I say
o kaka obeka so wo beba ho
wo de be na wo no hu wo na se wa mfi no so
fi da bi wo no kura so wo fi a no ahye wo bra no wo
me che wunum awo wa ye no omoda
e bi kura si ya dem
agu o mfi so no na mum so tena se ka se wo nti a na on se no antimagi mata disini bai on se wa mai nye na ekomodi nipa epomu ha sei
ana ya bahirani
amenya bahirani so no so misi se wanya aka chemi de woni ne ba maami adwoa me kwaji kios na firi wo nsam akopa obi amana anwamu aman
awie yo and once I'm a friend na meti baby ana me say o ma me fufuo ni bi ana o say
nyame bi
nyame bi baby fufuro ehwakura ne ye local ana me so o ma me 5 ana o say 5 ensumo ana me say fufuo 5 cedi ensumo o say baby ana me say sign na beso me o so say de o ye funu ye tie ano wonni di kase ma me ma 8 ana me say wo si sign ana wo si 8
wo so pass so there
red fish ya yatie ya anka me ko edinampo ano a wo si nansen apofo nkopo red fish ya dia ya nkakra no wo si 25 Ghana
efukra
enti of a red fish 25 fufuo 8 cedis ayasan
32 cedis
ana me ka tell ne say
33 cedis kra
o ma me fufuo no 8 cedis na one person mo no na o mummienu no o ma me ha
say wo na kombede wo abran ya abran na me mfa nko menua bayi honom bush canteen
offer
ubedi fufuo no 25 cedis
offer na bisa ho say ya ne kura awurade adom osumeso a o say kwa me despite ne father Dixon enya bi ma ya me ya de ti okotokuo mu mpom ene yesu na nkaifo no nyadai
nkaifo no de abuo ni dua nyame na pra no homa no eti abetiefo muso ye di abetie esi abetiefo
aya ka kire the finance minister say aya wo mie ne pono nto na mranti ntumi masra no kakra
woni ne ko ka brofo na no ko
ayi ana reverend udin krampo Shaddai tese nyame ayewie Shaddai mesrew aya bie wo proto na party fo ntumi mra wo nte kakra na mo ya ma ye ankofo na ko me dem nka ho mo ya me ya sade mutiri mu aden dodo Shaddai nyame ayewie
Shaddai no wuduru ajirigan no na utano Rollins Junction ho no mo a utani left a Afrakoma na wo bunkum so no after Afrakoma ubeko Shaddai Street ufri Shaddai Street a na wako Adonai nti so wo pe Shaddai a Afrakoma wo
mesramu amumie mo printu wo mumra mo nte kakra wa fa anta na obeba no last but not the least and na the ayi ne part ayi mesra ayi Alan nkofo no atemdidie ewo me ankasa ingenu a wofa mempe atemdidie wodidi atemu a mempe wasem moma yen ton de Alan kojo kiremante waye enna other side ni nyina nso me de meka nipa mienu Alan Dr. Mohammed Bawumia omo na son takracha wo party mu sisia semu wia mu behia benkum be dware nimfa na nimfa nso edware benkum enti montase ne sabesipa ne koni na aban munyi insult enfrim na monton mu candidate no say me nipa we waye say nti ye manu akwanya say no obeye ye wo binumu a ya try wonum ya test wo mu ebinum so ye failure ebinum so de wo fa na bakosem the free brow ba politics na tuma waye o de take a lantramante for example the free brow ba o de man saponi semina so wonya ne mfi wo bedam so obi benya no ho asem ba akokra aka no way what distinguish
105 companies no
of a radio adoma next month
ubeko
me yes said man because me person me hunu na me kan sa pepepe ya nti
because the trade ministry no obviously o can so na just we can the success story of a man no
and one na making
anti said
and na mampeni ne backbone pa ye Alan the backbone pa Alan and na campaign message no the team one kwotene pa ya one district one factory one district one factory and no team one kwotene pa na nipa nso a etina no so no oya brane
right and into 105 year companies no year operational no obeko ho na me ma addresses ni nyina no 190 ni nyina so ehia ma se obi nkotwa obi ojonti yetimi because nse John Dramani Mahama ACE blocks no ye nante so timi kan say e block no we wa ha inti ene sa companies na 105 of them operation na abedi kan akwa akohwe
and of my memfa we nkan wo say Alan Kojo Tremante dia tuja say ente Commander Sugar Factory gusu ye ho aduma e be start operation and
no by next month no technical advisor no I'll be bibia mama hunu condition president
and may sure say omu be ko ho either this month or early next month and one year me
by October na
why me territory nti wo kwa me
ko report to
yes me ko bi
e di adwuma
ne akose
adwuma ne yehwehwe de ama mrante ne maba wa no
ofa asa
adwuma no
se ni panya tu sa kwasi buro ni kan say God made the hands idle. God made the hands idle. And sa enya adwuma no onsam ebono pa.
Kwadwo Asempa Furniture Works. And also Kwadwo Asempa Furniture Works no on Facebook Live no say I am enjoying the show live. And ewo Kumasi Edum and Abefe Bonale Listuwell. Was a good after ADAKABRI. As usual, I'm watching you live from Antwa Adesana. And I really love this program. I just say we share Antwa, Ufri Antwana kwa Adesana, Nansana, Ode Atwa so dia kwa Brimna dia ko Ono. Kasi Nana kwasi apia sechi. Good morning from the US into no kind of no. Was that ADAKABRI?
Ono ade ate wa ha na. Afa na ya no.
No panto say good morning Professor ADAKABRI. I'm watching you live from Manhattan. I just said New York City. And Odiaba. Atanga Bernard. Because I'm enjoying the show live from Kontinase around Bosom Train. You guys are doing great and fantastic program. Also, greetings to Francis Ejebe Queen, Chief Executive of Bosom Train Bank and Kontinase Chief Inspector Ansa. Chief Inspector Wadaroma Chia Papa and almost nti Kukua say the here no say yeah jobs or say Kukua or say job creation and wealth creation. It's a jumaba nisika ba that's all. Nipa ho ato no. Na pantan so what nsem ekoso.
Offer ayi pantan na enipa bi ewo pantan a wo mu nso de mpanimfo ni bi ekokot eye pantan hospital ho manso twini gusu a ekoso ama petition a wo mo de against wo mo say ye petition against act of trespass being committed by the Land Valuation Division ewo pantan enkran enti Nana Kwame Ofutukwenu lawful attorney Adema Ura George Muller James Mensa Kule private legal practitioner and o instructor say individuals any institutions woman sama woman enti George Muller Joseph Kwesiwachire Emmanuel Kote Amon Victor Ameni Diwonu Feda and Samuel Ata Jatin and Womode Sampenifo Court into defendant near Pantan Psychiatric Hospital, Lands Commission and Attorney General, Minister of Justice, and Dr. Frank Benning, or no yet Dr. Nia, or Sir Pantan Hospital one, and Womode Ura Collins Cassie. And Gold Coast Pioneers Construction Company Limited. Edi woman so akoko to. Enti offer woman so woman tina wana obi mfa woman sekan enwa nanka.
Enti abi dey say odo medical doctor no dey no for mu ama abi kura dey say wakoye respondent in the suit.
Yeah. Yeah. Woman dey no aka ho bi say ono nso emeyi ano. Yeah.
Because there's an earlier case a court omudi for in 2013.
Aye pantan.
Has answers no
okay.
Pantan.
Court dada.
Court ama hospital no di for. So and the we must have the in fact High Court arches a year 27th July.
Okay.
And it is a warm echo. So now
over 27th year that bay. Dama watching now. And they saying.
And they 26th the China number. So teachers say some of that on
yeah.
I was say omutime ehwe eno ma bi eyi.
Yeah.
So
what for some way na make a senti. We woman to me in kama sumje ma. Na etio nkokyere de akyere we bet na wono mu asem we ya mbetumi esi nkonwa kama asomje aba no awofa omo de court say say menteme ho asenti na court dan.
It was in 2012 a year George Muller no the asase ma Alexander Kwakubuadi nti Alexander Kwakubuadi no omo de Pantan Hospital no near Attorney General Echo Court for declaration of title to a parcel of land approximately 0.38 acre and recovery of the possession of the said land and damages for trespass and perpetual injunction. So in case no Alexander Kwakubuadi versus Pantan Hospital and Attorney General, the title of the suit and the suit number FAL/258/2018. And the judgment went in favor of the plaintiff February 2013. And the copy of the said judgment and nobody can hold the aye at the quackochre. Some are cockot amas we are wasting it down what deep him. I had no be deep him the hospital no mo kwa fa ade kwa church nkrofo down nti me free say e was say attorney general so oboa hospital no so hono na say emremu no omudipima lands commission emremu no omudipima na omo na omo hwe emfa enka why
oh okay nti ofa erade ya adoma wochena yeni bedi court wasem no achi na ya
papa
ya baby a ebekwa akosi
you bet me I was up here on 050 600 0909 yankin messages kakra on WhatsApp. I say good afternoon, Father ADAKABRI. Setting the record straight. That the government of Nana and his appointees should spare our ears. He's going to build what? Where is 111 hospitals? Nana, please fix the country. Literate Eric inside a shaman and or the ebaye. Was a Overlek Abramafu put his MP ambition on the bed. Over in Germany, every individual with house and address, okay, I can. Over you tell El Shaddai to send his bill to Parliament to give allowance to the deportee unemployment citizens. Government and parliamentarians should think far. Anabwaji, the Malagoon Clinic, Arena Banks, and or the buy. And was a good afternoon, sir. I just go home and I'm hopeful you've received my voice, private voice message this morning. And Eugene, at the free Frankfurt, at the buy. Was a Papa Bisu, and I can say, ha 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 ha. Ghana's economy in disarray. Folks, the vice president. Now, wouldn't say a name minority force so Aquaco Yin Shiamu UPS. And I to forcing. Why recommendations Marco 9 and now what the ama the government of and another Danko Kufuado. Or send another making us in peace from a country Ghana for you now say wako ditch. Now wameman and son and now so that what I na face so no
of us asem
it was me you know on sign and co a IMF na won konko support and famra
of us asem
na so we nim no what na se ema economy na ye na normal so aginsem a o say in 18 months ye beko disaster mu it sanana tena se ma 18 months ne ba ne ku disaster mu a ye mfa no ho nche no so comes the recommendations of our person.
Eno na ya na me se sisi a watu me fo nti me ya me kono boko eno na me ka se Dr. Mamedu Bawumia, this is the time one assessor or justifying inclusion. This is the time one sabre dollar petrol the idea your friend say economy offer is in disarray. And why a thing offer first na wotire na wotini wachire. Oh yes, na wotini wachire. Sisi a woti wo udompem. Woti wo udompem. Bra wo bia na bisa no.
Sisi a woti na
woti wo udompem.
Is a redie no mu ankasa.
Yes offer. Anya say nipa exaggerate. Me nkasa say
ahokyira yetinu dompem
ofa me say first no na wotini wachire ya kasa ahokyira wa wotini wachire but sisi a wotini wo dompem a free teacher for so a free police for so ankra hwan ofa wote wo dom na nsen amani pakra ya atrofo because akwaya obepa so obenya sika say efe wotumi kasa no wanu masam nyina asa what you no udompem and this is the time one aya da bia na meka yase minsusu but this is the time one assessor Dr. Bawumianka was justifying inclusion
ati say wama ato forcing enya
Dr. forcing na homasa no kon to wana pe na homasa no kon some time ago say we be say obi
170 questions
170 questions. We are too fast and crowd the way Missa 177. Maybe I will be sir of the Missa at 12.
And at 2 force in there, or the graphs no the name is under the auspices of the minority leader.
Of a way, the latest summary of economic and financial data by Bank of Ghana this equivalent to $57.9 billion, about 76.66% of gross domestic product. And the total debt stock stood at 306.6 billion Ghana cedis.
300.
Sorry. A Ghana kwajina a 332.4 billion Ghana cedis. Offer. That is here the end. Baby drone see yapem one. Yeah.
It was uncle IMF for 110. Na only can yintum se wapem wo dai ya. Na fe uncle IMF for hormontem. Na fe by 18 months time. Ye ho ba ahokyere be ba so no eso. Na wo transfer masa ahokyere no so ba dia.
Offer the ye wo mu sa ebi ba be kan ho.
Ai.
Yeah.
Atofo
se menya nkomiseni a me se nkombo ni. Ba wansa on ebeye kakra no. Ubesia nipa wo street so ana ne nsa guniti a wo su. Yes. Ubesia nipa wo street so a na ne nsa guniti na wo su. Na senye no ahokyere o.
Ise sun de say.
Ahokyere.
Do bia no asu ama you cry your sorrows away.
Offer anu adin. Sankofu akosa lai wonkofu dan ano. Anopa. Sankofu akoto santene. Wo wa pampampan no obi ababo dem. Nipa kro no so ampa wanya. Oni di okodi. Offer me ka se yempo na yesi yati we yedompemu. Yane ya me tumbra me se ane da Jubilee House. Enu anse me du anu metem. Na me ko Jubilee House nipa no menua pa ofre me. Enu ono ka na kosam ne na mani hunu baby a wote. Na me se bra na wo hina wote apaka mu se nkasa wo. Na ye ne na mfam ye nya dan. Enti wo hini bi kakra o senne na ye se me senne 150 mano. Na me pocket 50. Ofa anu adin. Ade ne de aduru baby aduru no. No kura de ya kata swache. Afedi ye beka ayaden ahana
ayaden ama hwan
ofa obia
eye ade me fancy hey na yen transfer empany for dem ra de na esi ya ema atofo sen enya kokodura na Dr. Atofo sen na ogina wa wo kasa
ofo mkoye no
omo ye UPS and pay 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Wow. I na pay 11 o'clock. It just you can imagine. I'm making kind invitation on family. Yeah. Yes, I do we sing. Assembly there just yet to be sure. I just said net there just say economic wizard or when if one to force yet me sorry jina ho no ma.
Oni Ghana mum. Dr. Baumia ni Ghana.
So
kwa ye ejuma bi wo bam say nothing
am university.
Yeah. Okoye ejuma bi wo nothing I mean. Yeah, wo am
digitization no.
Yeah. Or say digitization no. I say one way or the other boy enti omo ko share experience ya. Ono ne de no. Wo mu tese ya de pa. So emfa ni nim di ba emeboa na wo mu nsenti. Of adwumadie no a Dr. Meduba Omia ekwa die no. Wa ha say wo de bokrata wodo no bebre. Yeah.
Oba wo di Atofo sen mu a ye bebre no.
Yeah, wa say Monday ya. Obe deliver keynote address. Nottingham Africa Policy Dialogue University of Nottingham na Nottingham Africa Policy Dialogue a platform where key industry leaders and policy makers address participants between shape na omoya research policy direction Africa continent into Dr. Mohamed Baumia and wedding kind West spearhead Ghana's acclaimed digital transformation Nti obekasa wo timu a wase digital transformation in the public sector. Lessons, opportunities from Ghana. The Vice President is expected to share with participants Ghana's digitization drive and how its successful implementation so far. To akwa kwakyerɛkyerɛ. Wɔfo wɔn sɛ saa nneɛma wei nka yɛ ade papa nso yɛmfa nhyɛ yɛ ase ne nti ne yɛ no yɛ struggle. Mesrɛ yɛ mpanimfoɔ sɛ ɛyɛ na wɔn de adesua de nursery nkwalaa bɛsua class 1 class 2 a ayɛ a wɔn mfa nneɛma bi te sɛ ɛtuo tua sɛ yɛbɛ ɛyɛ ni ɔman bɛbi asɛdeɛ si wɔbɛtua tax wɔn mfa nkyerɛkyerɛ nkwadaa no mfiri asaseɛ ɔman bapa bia asɛdeɛ yɛmfa ahonidie da no na menhyɛ Japan student nkwalaa nketenkete a wɔwɔ kindergarten na wɔn kyerɛ wɔn sɛdeɛ wɔn scrabe wɔn clean form nti akwalaa bi ada form ɛna wɔkita scrubbing brush na ɔde scrabe form yɛkyerɛ wɔn sɛdeɛ wɔn ti wɔn ho ni obetua tight be clean saa nneɛma nyinaa de kyerɛ wɔn wɔ school nti yɛ nkwadaa no sɛ mo yɛ books a yɛde bɛkyerɛ wɔn a momfa nneɛma a ɛyɛ ɔman ba pa asɛdeɛ ɛmfa nka ho mekae sɛ ne yɛkɔ school a yɛyɛ cultural studies ne yɛsua good citizen good
civics
of an ɛyɛ civics na mekae sɛ me anokura no exams bi me did first
wo
what
the first da
wafa
ya what the first da
wonim dia ya wanwa me go school no me defer to physics class 1 go see classes just say ye wono ni enkabrofo ndu kabrofo ana wo fere nti ya ni
just a local language in the first
na bi wafa o say suku atade a meni bi empabo a meni bi me nana meka nneɛma a edi mu wɔ abrabɔ mu a ne me nana de ni bi kura nso ɛba ne nneɛma a ɛyɛ natural talent a yɛde yɛ sɛ football minim bɔte wɔ mu me bɔbɔ fiti class 2 a de kwasi JSS me so nana me captain school team ɛba no minika me na minim tu eba no high jump a me na minim tese bibia ye bia me na minim ye
right
na minim ade enso
ade
but brofo de
ye na wonti
na ye nya me na menti ne ye nka bi
ya mo nka bi
nti anka no
George Nash of the NDC and Saka Salia of the MPP almost nothing na yetimi adwendwene ye
Oha exi ponkno needs FM
Efiura me moachi o Efiura yeson
machi o Efiura me chia wonye so
hey ewura enfa se mam so wati e ba fa se chia me mo yem no
won so pepe
hey oh wa fi we die me pese oni Efiura bekon Efiura we die ye kwa sori abo ewura de mo kwa sori ye papaye ewura de ka soro ho a wati e be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kompo wunya onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no owi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye nokore na fie wura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodew mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiura ye wi a yakosere bo fache ke Efiura wuti fia se light bill no water bill ba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
hwe me catch you play na play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi atobi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiura we nko ade ma abunfu me koto me
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA anhwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
Utie Oha exi ponkno needs FM
Efiura me moachi o Efiura yeson
machi o Efiura If you're a mechia on your so.
Hey, Eura, and Fosse Mamsu, what? I by force such yammy. Muyam no.
Once what prepare.
Oh, wifey, with dear men person if you are becon. If you're right, what do you cross the elbow? Mama Quasori, Eura Casroa, what? It was a so bound shower crab kumpo, Winya. Onipa da saniti mi koto this way chocolate drink. No na yire ne ma edin so ehia twabianom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yianom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Na fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, awia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje fiera ya wi aya kwasere body fate. Ke efiera, wuti fia say light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi. Wo boa say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Na hwe me catch you play fa. Said this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, fiera we nko ade ma abunfu.
E fiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mu agye atom se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiera, me watch you, Efiera. Yes, on.
Machi o efiera. Efiera mechia on your so.
Hey, Eura, and Fosse Mamsu, what? I by force such yammy. Muyam no.
Once what prepare.
Hey, oh, wifey, with dear men person if you are becon. If you're right, what do you cross the elbow? Everybody. Mama Quasori. Yeah, Everybody Casroa, what? It was a so bound shower crab kumpo, Winya. Onipa da saniti mi koto this way chocolate drink. No na yire ne ma edin so ehia twabianom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yianom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Na fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, awia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje fiera ya wi aya kwasere body fate. Ke efiera, wuti fia say light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi. Wo boa say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Na hwe me catch you play fa. Said this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, fiera we nko ade ma abunfu.
Efiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mu agye atom se eye.
Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Nit 100.9 FM sunina ene Monday July 26 2021 and time just about gone 5 minutes past 3 in the studios. George Nash of the NDC, Sakasali of the MPP also so be resume in his seat this year. George, you are tracing. Right, Wadaruma and one are walking. Now NDC the Muslims and the moral right say at to force and back the government of the Nekufuado say onko na o makanchire Ghana for say oda fum team oda ya na tosu mi no so no onko je IMF for bailout na etosu mi ensa o free say in 18 months Ghana baby abekro no adi be yen na ni nyina mu no ontimi entu anamon say obesia no na nyesa na so mi koto no ma adi aye no anyina so be no de ka we
yo ADAKABRI
Utie oha
in chia wait you I mean, Chia Madina constituency for you. Lawyer Susu. Ne Juma Papa or your Madina ho. Enyadi a yere betumi afinida. Bia ye beka no. Sene wofi ase boabo ambabu no nano no. Atumi ni nkura no. At oye na femu de sene be ya. Babunu no especially maba wani mabunu na isisu no. Wanga brabo ni ade. Enye Lakabre. You see, Ibia Sama Maka, you see, say, Omampeyin Dada John Dramani Mahama. Well, I drink beer or the Babe contest, the 2024 elections. Nani Nina Dr. Mahmoud Baomiane, and I Adodan Kwakufu Adoso. Because Sema Yati before 2016, Yedia Kunyama. MPP abines wombe enso no adakabre enye eno na ne yehui enye eno na ne yehui nti nia NDC koye wo UPS no nke enye usi amembunu na amakwan amembunu ena amakwan ena sa niama wenyina eden eba because of senia niama Ghana aye no adakabre Yeseni omana yesisi ya. Unu abere mo sori fi ha ko sisi ya. O si first na nka ahokyere no wachiri. Nka wote ahokyere no kura na wachiri. Ba sesi de mpempem so ahokyere ne du no. Ewura yen widie mu kyese aben ya nkasa. Adakabre utie nsem a NDC ko gina UPS ye kan ne ade. Aya sema ewo ho ad Ganafo yeti. Ghana for yeti. Say, Nyamamu na ye ding. NDC koye ranking member wo finance committee in the Sunni. Okoye wo UPS yina. Eye directions are and focus are government otisunenu will lose you. That you see, senka COVID and COVID pa ne baya. Like I wonder how and I say sent in sema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo wo be catch Ghana for. Na me no kase se bianka wo benya sembi pu no won catch Ghana for like I will be surprised because wo hwese ne niam akọ nsem a wo kan wo sha wo hye a ne yenti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nka biom adakabre yenti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nka biom meti ne nka che na Ghana fu bisa se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia before 2016 no Onuni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia otiugwa so na as vice chairman president. Aoye the head of economic management team. And the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wahi. Adakabe yenti nka biom. Na Ghana fu bisa na se, Ghana fu yehwehwe no. Yehwehwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yehia no. No wababa gi yen efi brebre ni amane ene bosha o hye yenimu no. Oka kire yensi Ghana sika no wa ha. Ose skanu ha no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oba bebu manye de enya de abusua boya de bi ewo nani so na as the head of economic management team no why ejuma o Bank of Ghana. He has once worked with Bank of Ghana. Inti sika no ewo Ghana ha, we don't need to borrow. Kanye bank se be gu ni ade nyina Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ma yehu se bank se be ba be gu before 2016. Inti yetu abama no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ba ode nhihye papa ebeto masa banks na ne egunu ejina ne nanso yetu abani wie ya adakabre ene akwakosi sen minu adakabre hwe mikita wa ha 170 questions Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ochro de ma NDC aye head of economic management team awenya ne baby ko Pakwesi emisa ata.
And share questions.
So statifi 170. Yeah, that is where I've started it from. But I want to remind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on the 69.
169.
Yeah, 69. No, there be 169, page 69.
69.
69. Numbers. Numbers necessary. 170.
170 169. I said no. I said.
And also waiting.
Maybe who's 69. Ankasa Shisho, maybe 69. And Twatwaso. Hey, 69 way.
Me patwini.
Point 69.
And no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia question.
Indeed.
170 questions.
Indeed. Given the resources at our disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. They're close to 33 billion US dollars of borrowing that was not used for projects could have entirely solved the water problems in Ghana, solved the energy problems, and not put the country through 5 years of doom so at the cost of human lives and collapsing businesses and unemployment. Put in place at least 1,000 kilometers of asphalt route in each region. There would be no major road problem left in any region after this. Transformed agriculture in the northern regions, Afram Plains, and the rest of Ghana through investment in machinery, irrigation, and dams. Put in place one world-class hospital in each region. Buy at least 1,000 ambulances for the Ghana Ambulance Service. Set up factories with the private sector across the country to add value to our raw materials and create jobs. Equip our existing health and education institutions with state-of-the-art facilities. Build an additional 600 of the senior high schools the government is currently trying to build. Construct the Accra-Kumasi-Paga railway line as well as the Western Railway line. And I just said, what they buy?
We know ye.
And what's
we know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 69th question. ADAKABRI. Emra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia asserted sa question we 69 years ma me be say. Na ADAKABRI me pese me for we fidi so. Now this is the first one I met one man. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Omra no be Ghana fo no. Ghana fo na ebisa enye George Nash. Ordinary women na ebre wo street no so no. Control drivers na ebre no. Edwadifu na wo hu ohua no. Ghana fo a wo ho hyehye won. A ne school fees ye nye sika ntua. A wo se won aye free SHS a. Up to now. Ye hu ye hua no no. Question a ye bisa no no. ADAKABRI. Sa time na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire Ghana fo se. Eye say NDC aban to me solve the water problems in Ghana no. Na Dr. Mahmoud Bankasa na odi kan sa kan o se car o se na ya bono. Eye 122 billion. Efi osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Breso. Inti efi Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Breso. Ebesi Mahama Breso asa 2016. Ayeba be fia ban mu no. Na Ghana car ye de including fiti Kwame Nkrumah Breso Kufuor de ka ho Professor Manse di obeje bibia ka ho besi Mahama Deso no. Eye 122 billion. Inti out of 122 billion ADAKABRI say we abandoned up Kufuor di fimu a endu 122 billion no. Inti out of 122 billion no enumu na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire NDC aban say nke say yetumi solve water problems in Ghana. ADAKABRI is young vice president and what is we. Why is it fair to Ghanaians? Why can no kware akire Ghana fo ene? What can anu atuma on kasa ombuye na no kasa no asikyire ne den sisi ame no kasa yi ADAKABRI somebody who say wabobusia 122 billion out of say 122 billion no ADAKABRI who say on solve the water problems I wo Ghana na wo ba ban mu fiti 2016 ebesi 2021 yi ADAKABRI wabobusia times 2 of 122 billion ya utro ho questions edema abandada no se won answer no. Is our vice president being fair to Ghanaians today as we speak? Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia what can okware akire Ghana fu ya na abandada no under John Dramani Mahama eyi sika 273 million US dollars when you were asking him said to 120 billion dollars no cedis no in case of the solve water problems no now we yi sika 273 million US dollars and they expanding pump intake water supply pump treatment plant now we expanding no ama Ghana for na me no kase Madina saa achalibutwe asofa saa hofu nyinaa no adakabami no kase nyinaa no insu a etwa hohie nyinaa no abandada no ejuma waye ene ne yehunu when you were asking the previous administration say nke so to me solve water problems in Ghana. Adakabre, when MDC came into office 2001 2008 yefi abemu 2001 na urban water coverage in Ghana, the whole Ghana no 56%. Water coverage in Ghana 56%. 8 years a MPP abai betra so 2001 ebesi 2008 na a move from 56% to 58.5%. 8 years omudi 2.5% per ene kan ho adakabre omudi 2.5% per ene kan ho 2008 NDC aban be so amembunum 2008 asa 2012 na ye move water coverage no urban water coverage move to 63% from baby awoja no na che say within 4 years na near the 4.5% and aka ho abadakabo kire me amembu a adwin Ghana fo ho asin ne yehu ne yi rural water supply coverage in Ghana as a 2001 a NDC fee abemu na 41%. 2008 MPP babe fee abemu no won increase to 56.5%. Na chese wo increase ni by just some few percentage. Adakabre abai mienu we when the watima edimo man no bomb intake ameka ho asem adakabre we ni tua Mahama san yi sika 16.5 million euros at the year baby treatment plan the service ha problem no work on Accra Metropolitan Area Water Supply Project 56.6 million euros ena abandada no John Dramani Mahama o yusu ye e de solve water problems a teshi eba bema camp ho ba tema encliffs eba nungwa bema camp ho nyina nye nsu num ye na me no kase sadi nyina egu see desalination water kra na de say enye adwuma biom egu ama enye adwuma adakabre na santo so biom Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chroy ewo question 69 na se no eye ose in case otumi solve sa energy problems here at the Ghana eko dum somu for 5 good years adakabre who solved the energy problem Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na solve here and answer John Dramani Mahama na solve energy problem wo Ghana etiefu amutiemi I leave it for your own judgment bi jama etiefu so omun judge nipa ko solve energy problem in this country Mahmoud Bawumia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kase twa no ho be ka kire Ghana fo say Mahama don't deserve any credit for it because he created it. So if he has solved it, he doesn't deserve and says Ghana for your bonabaso. Asemo katini, emra okasa asemwi na nani tua ameridio. Ama o kan semo fa ho ka say ya inflate project no ma wo ba behwehwemu ama won ache nkrofo atum. Wo ba he den ade no won ayafa ho adakabre. Besi ne den ade poti na ye be kase ebia wo ba energy crisis won aba be yafa ho. Today, as we speak, we are in serious energy crisis. Adakabre, Madina, midasumu 12 hours. Last 3 days, from morning 6 to enumerate 6, I slept in it. And just say, Anyajuma. To be doing enumerate 10. Madina, Hayachri, you can open your phone lines, let people call in and confirm or confess. Nyamiki. No do mananajo 10, anasa najube 8. Ajesa diachi. Yebeda sumo madiachi. Inti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, are you fair to this country? What can okwari achiro manyi? We need tue njuma abandada na eyewo anamonga otu wo yen kane asemu. Enne se wo de badge ne ba kwa Ashanti region. Ade no won antofoforo wo bae won antofoforo. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia san bisa abandada ne se eka 122 billion out of Sakano. In case at least 1,000 kilometers must be constructed in all the regions in this country. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, out of the 122 billion, who says, say, you constructed 1,000 kilometers. Ubaye, wababe bobusia, 122 billion. What about the Bobusia times 2? How many kilometers have you constructed? Ayasema Ghana Fubisa Adakabri nyame. Onwe no setting the questions. Because say uyo chercherefo and now you lecturer now setting questions ma mofra na se mofra na ehu questions na no yi a wankasa wo ba na ono won abaye bibia wo fe no correction. Into Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we want you to come back. Now ni young by your correction. Now questions now set to you know the young tias and no watch laying. Nia yen to me and yano no yano my nia yan tias no watch the asema ya tiasi. Adakabre, how many kilometers of roads so far? Abaya or declare year of roads. Ko a year Kubase Asante Achima Godomia Bra. Go and look at how Chese ahemfo wo domi Abraham abom abaso awie yi Yankopon hyiramo se modi kan adwen ama amambu chese aban mua na mutumi dwen mo man ho etutu eyisika wo hwese no won ayo won kwan na da kabre wo hwe won aye gota won aye ne kama
MP faso
Miss when pinka ho district chief executive aye interview no ha Meet FM live o share boss June no o man bisa no wo ye mistake wo interview no won amfa year anka ho okay June no nke se wo force no wo hu say June no say ye 2021 no say ye 2022 but this year no ka say ye June ene yeso ye J2 no nti ye mbisa kohwe domi abra Yankopon hira hemfo no Yankopon hira mo na mun dream hwe kan because Andiapia Kubi a oyemu MP honorable Andiapia Kubi the statement utterances on Power FM and Meet FM no very very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Say MP to me be no kasa sache people who voted for you, the people you were sitting with, uno na net trans every nkatibom, uno na net trans didibom, uno na net trans ye bibia na motra didi ye bibia me koy wo kire me ho. Because me abra wo kire me say Andiapia Kubi MP. Aha, na ye nyina ye tena atunse didi ye bibia ba ne wadan na chi akire kuru no. Tania Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President, and Negana for show ye we are looking for our own Vice President. Ye to Obama na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo. And ye Vice President. Ye where is the Vice President? He went ahead and said he was going to transform or say Bushiana abandada na bono. Or say in Kai said 122 billion. It to me transforming a Greek industry or my way mo. Na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia uba e wabe bobushia ne mbohum miensa Ghana fu bisawo ye say agric no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia impempen sube na odi akwakodu ehi na odi akwakodu because enene na nse na agric minister babeka kire ye minister na oka kire ye nse say eya brody edru ba ku ye 5 cities no we twa ne ho ne abeka kire ye nse planting for food and jobs no ebu anya adwuma it is in crisis. While the previous administration was distributing fertilizers for free, mobile fertilizer ya not for sale. Muhwe kuyafo nim. Po mo timodin eton fertilizer ne de mawo. Adakabre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo Ghana ha na. Ghana fo bisa o, Ghana fo ne bisa nyame George Nash. Me Ghana ni mesumi ka ho bi. The masses, those who are suffering, the market women, the trotro women, made full bottle de bia wo kamu because of transport fares. This is the situation Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and the MPP. What the Ghana for Akwa say. Akra, Osansu Kai say, out of the 122 billion na Bandada na Jeno and the Mahama ya Jeno, in Kese ya then put in place one world-class hospital in each region. Adakabre. Out of what Sema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Sema Okenu. Out of the 122, okay, Waba.
Now what to say?
And then no boy,
Saka. Waba to Adakabre. Or see, out of the 122 billion, the previous administration under Mahamano and Kese or put in place one world-class hospital in each region. Out of the 122 billion, who catch that by that and say, only world class. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ghana for ne bisa no. Hospitals ahina wakwa kosi, ubaye hospitals ahina wesi ama Ghana for. Mo fa so bo mo na mo kon ho. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia one Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, president of Ghana. fa aso munsi hospital labade full hospital ba ko pesi o say yenkuko buo say aseyo say ne tibia labade full se nka wo pene sa wo se nka senior hospital eti no nka sa no wo pene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and mo bebubu hospital ne gua Catison how many years ni you are asking somebody to build a world class hospital out of 122 billion ubai waba be bobu say almost 350 billion hospital ahina wesi Ghana for na ebisa no enye ye ni ebisa aigbofo wo baby a wobu wo se kokuru kpo mekpie na kokuru na badifo wo se akukọ buo akukọ mfere akukọ buo se ne tibia no obediem nti nkala badifo se ne nkala polyclinic ni tibiara no adakabre wo pen sa ene wonga bubu egu we are here, we are happy. He said that out of the 122 billion bandada GE and the Mahamano, in case say we must buy at least a tier for Mutimi. Or say at least, let's say young Tokrano 1,000 ambulances services. I see it to be to 1,000. A tier for Ghana for Nebis and also Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia over 350 billion now. Wababe Bobusiano ambulances are here mo de toy. Who catch you be out of 122 billion say on 1,000 ambulances. Mobile 200 or say 300 and something ambulance mutoye no. Ghana for some who you see. Yeah, district jamboree. Yeah, regional jamboree. And yeah, national jamboree. Our ambulance 350 or say 320 no. You are asking somebody who has borrowed 122 billion. Say in case of 1,000. Who buy what Bobu say 350. What wa he? What wa he? Ghana fu na ebisa no. Nye sensu tosu bio. Ah me sen bisa Ghana fu bisa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewiabri. Ah yente nka. Ah ya hwehwe na ye hu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ghana fu bisa o Ghana fu hwehwe no. O say out of that 122 billion na abanda da Nigeria no. In case you set up factories with the private sector across the country to add value to our raw materials and create jobs. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ghanaians are asking you again this afternoon. Abuahin. Afina Ekobo no for Abuahin 3 Ekobo 3:30. Kana for bisa saka ebia wa be yi ano because minim say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or the 2 minute bia ma wa betumi yi ano amahin. How many factories have we built? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, how many factories have we built? In record, on record, how many factories have you built? And your rhetoric is on your nunga. Osensu ko subium, etie for mutie. Ose, in case out of the 122 billion, said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, abandada no, John Dramani Mahama, or equip our existing health and education institutions with the state of art facilities. Brofone de waya de menye. Brofa kese yemfa brofu mbumang. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yemfa brofu mbumang. You are expecting what? The previous administration. So obey equipping our existing health and education institutions with state of the art facilities. Sema ukachira bandada no. Uba wa bebo busu 350 a year. Over 350 billion. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, what you see? Come out and answer these questions for us. Ghanaians are asking. I'm not the one asking. Nanyesa Tosubio Ose, out of that 122 billion about that and the G. John Dramani Mahama, Yankupo Shira Papano. John, Yankupo Shirano. Obenyinga che. Yankupo Shirano say, Yehu no Quareno, say, or no bedring or mine who share kind sing a buyer or Tisune. Say, a binding cash obesi 200 secondary schools, you know. Muti asema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kai. O say, and say out of the 200 schools, no, also basically crazy. In say, osi baku 600 a year schools, day schools. In say, osi baku 600. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 200 was on various stages. Now, were various stages and now, yegusu ayeye. Ubaye no, emwa hipo no wetumi asiesie, wetumi awie, wajania kanu wonwurem, wasi ahe, unsibi, Ghana fu bisawo. ADAKABRI ni etoso. Last one I was 69 no na me de batui. O say in case out of the 122 billion abandada no ebo busia na ono aba be bom busia abobusia na yenka abro 350 billion no or say in case say you construct Accra Kumasi Paga Railway as well as the Western Railway line. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, how many kilometers of a railway and how by 6 years in what you put in place? Zero. How many kilometers of railway? Tema to a year, Akosomo Railway. The only change a woman change here a bemu MPP bye on the year railway no huna say. The source of railway no from Akosomo Port to Impakadam. That's all.
Okay.
Your sister no from her Impakadam. That's all.
Okay.
So what you say?
169 no.
69 no. Inti adakabe me for fidie so.
Ya hwe say Sakasalia.
Mumpia. Enkoma no. Bi chese mumfam koma vice president. Me pamcho me fam we fidie so. Mumfam vice president. Say asema George Nash any Ghana for.
Okay.
Ye bisa no me open teman ka ban.
Asema da won say NDC member of parliament for Ejumako Enyam Dr. Kesa Atu Hayford Atu Forsen or say recommendations Makuma Kunaya or the current government led by Nana Danko Kufuado say 1 President Nuntumrabon Temekanchi Ubia say he has run the government into a ditch. Just in 9 in Sashi Wiem. 2 Untumrekanko IMF for Hong Kong bailout. Now 3 in 18 months from now, no, I'm much less Ghana for so long. And no my best say. Now, fourthly, my on transcendent high and my normal ancestor. Maybe ho.
Yo, that's brave. Mama for
no, Nana Danko Kufuado has lost control of the economy.
Yo, that's brave. Mama for when you were na menchia, you phone you now. Through MVP for Namin Sang congratulate the energy minister for the honorary doctorate award UPSA at the man.
UPSA was also an to force in Tia water money.
Yo, that's it. I think say mine cannot create a chrome. I think say NDC opposition apart from the fact say when they were in government they have carried the incompetency. Not just incompetent, or more a very dishonest group of individuals. Because me can say at force on him the realities on the ground. On him, but because of dishonesty, any political expediency, so cheap political propaganda keke. The economy. And the NDC for be econo. And indeed, in 2020 elections, EIU, the Economic Intelligence Unit, omu survey every year. Be omu survey. No much party obewini and party bianen strength. EIU suno enye say Ghana hana ewo UK. Omu very, very impartial. Omu see when it comes to the economy, that is where the strength of MPP lies. And that is the weakness of the NDC. And that if the economy was to be used as the yardstick in measuring who wins the election, now MPP would win the election. This was Omu focus. They Omu predicted. Because they also say the strength of NDC also lies in infrastructure. But it's quite debatable. Because the infrastructure debate baha, NDC will run away. But you see, yeka economy, obianim, yebefa this country, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, ebe take the reins of government as the president. Now this economy was growing at a paltry 3.4% growth. In 2016, at the end of 2016, the growth of this country, this economy, was 3.4%. 2017, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo taking over. We moved from 8.1%, 7.4%, another 7%, an average of 7% growth. It was not only the fastest growing economy in Africa, but in the world.
It is not true.
in the world.
It is not true.
Oko IMF website, oko other site, ubehu. The rating agency, Moody, Standard and Poor,
You prove it here.
any Omo they all rated Ghana better than it was under John Dramani Mahama. Indeed, say a job creation under John Dramani Mahama, they had, put their hands in despair. They say, Omudi as I said, yeah, Ajigong, there is nothing Ombetima Yebium. Into Yenina Yambra Yanko Senchi. Na yanko formulating homegrown policies. Omufre Obia. Mu party kra ADAKABRI party presidential candidate. She was also there. So here. And all these people were there just to formulate John Dramani Mahama ni NDC omuni idea bianti. Everybody went there. They formulated the homegrown policies. They submitted the homegrown policies to IMF for extended credit facility, which was $980 million. And in as part of the conditionalities, there was a freeze on public sector employment. And then Papa said John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama were taking government your debt from Kwame Nkrumah up to John Dramani Mahama and Professor Mills. Now it was $9.5 million. The Ghana cedis. In dollars, it was 8.5. Because that another dollar see the difference and what be but it was 9.5 million. Move from 9.5 up to 122. Who calculated the percentage leaper? And we are talking about the situation now. As part of debt here in Kenya, you see, even some of the debt were to even retire more debt to Nibi. Ya popusia akotria de mu boto dada no. Nti mudi de yebo busia na yebo no. Calculate say ye na ekobo ye. Meanwhile, mu busia na mu bo no nyina ye na etua. Afei ena mu busia NDC John Dramani Mahama busia bebrebe na obo no. Afei na bebre mature. Yetua. And we are even paying interest on omu loans. And we pay about 20 billion on interest of John Dramani Mahama loans. Omu bo ka omudi answer. Omu bo mae answer na eko. And you sit here and say what? Say Agric. Before you are taking over Agric was growing at a patry. A shameless, a shameful 0.4% under John Dramani Mahama. 0.04% growth of agriculture. Without COVID, without nothing. It was only cholera. About 220 people died because we couldn't even manage cholera. Tell us here. If you are talking about, at the time, about NDC debt, before Crown will leave power, debt to GDP ratio rose up to 74% growth. 74%, that time, we were described as debt distressed country because we were not under any pandemic. And net debt to GDP ratio has risen to almost 79%. But there's a reason, because the whole world is really under the devastating effect of COVID-19. It's UK cry, debt to GDP is 99%. US is over 100%. Even China, almighty China, right? Almost getting to 80%.
So the other saying,
we say 79, almost 79%.
Okay.
Because I'm saying, we are not in normal times. When you are so we are analysis. You do analysis based on period now. Pandemic na amba. And Usha's happy period now. Nobody can tell you, say, MPP will have outperformed NDC by far. Omun benye kura. It say honey wa. In terms of the performance of the economy and the MPP, any and the NDC. We were talking about planting for food and jobs here. Planting for food and job and the NDC. Can you tell me a programmer NDC for a year? Employ even one person within the agriculture sector, even on more budgetary allocations. Those days, on more budget say, okay, agriculture, you have 100 million. By the end of the fiscal year, no, not even 20 million crown buy. And you are now sitting here to say, where is Baumia? Wako Prater House, he was at UPSA, and indeed he talked about the economy. He talked about the digitalization program, because it is linked to the economy. Because revenue generation is no way prevention of corruption is part of the economy, and he is deep in it, ensuring say we plug all the loopholes, sir. Block your revenue. I'm saying that say about the economy, say about the reasons why Nkrofo borrow. You see, borrowing no. The same no yet. If you go to the bond market and if you go to the market to go and borrow, and I call bank say yenko bobosia. Sika me no be bono. Be kwa kwaje no. It will be different from sika don't go take. So no so ko a obeje. Nti utimi ka say oh, don't go take bobosia dodo. I didn't know ko bobosia see me. It has to do with repayment, debt servicing ability, and that is what is being calculated in this sense, debt to GDP ratio. We are talking about the situation now, because the economy to me expanded the base of the economy now. It gives you room to borrow more. But if you shrink the economy, like under the NDC, where the economy was not even growing at a point in dollar terms, the economy was shrinking. Under the NDC, in fact, if we had not taken over government from the NDC, by this time, the NDC would have dissipated all your sika in almost say your sika. Even the depreciation of the city under the NDC. And now, you can say the city end depreciating, but it is depreciating at a slow rate. Within the NDC, city to dollar, 1:1. 1 cedi, $1. And a German NDC 4. By the time, Ghanaians, almost same day man and I don't know. Now the city to dollar is 1:4.2. 1:4.2. Within 5 years, because industrialized country, you cannot hold the city. You cannot hold it to depreciate everywhere in Africa. Or currency depreciate. But the way I will be holding and I'm saying, sir, 4.2 now, up to now, it is still hovering around 5.8. NDC now do 9 and not 10 cry. And they turn around because of politics. Say a common DNT, young kaka being gum, nay young confusing Ghanaians. Nay created the impression said, not don't go for the government. But I'm saying, this everything was moving on the right direction until COVID came. But even with COVID, do you know, sir, agric this year, last year, 2020, grew by 7.4%. The whole 8 years of NDC, it should tell us, agric never even grew 3% under the NDC, the whole of the 8 years. But even here, under COVID-19, agric grew by 7.4%. And then you come and sit here and say what? Planting for food and job. The first year, it created jobs, direct and indirect. It created 740,000 jobs.
Where are they?
740,000. The next year, 2018, we created 900,000.
ADAKABRI,
and in 2020, because of COVID,
900,000 jobs. 700,000 jobs.
Yes. 750,000. You waiting now with agriculture. We now you see now we distributing inputs. Inputs now we distributing now. Yeah, coach executives. Over the north. Omuchiche fertilizer. Omu smuggle into the Burkina Faso. And you don't come and sit here because Ghanaians so. Omunim between the two political parties. Try the NDC when it comes to corruption. see hospital. Argentina, MPP, ANC hospital, no sign me, man. Do you know what we are doing? Do you know the agenda 111? You must spend 8 years. We barely started our second year. Within the next 2 years, you will see the number of hospitals are 111. Even apart from the district small hospitals are here. The first lady, other people are here. But I'm saying, sir, within the 8 years of John Dramani Mahamani NDC, Omunchireye Hospital Bakua, Omuankasa, Estati, and Omu ND.
Okay.
You see, they have not. And let me end it. Hospitals are Omubebono. J. Kufo hospitals. Omubobi.
Okay.
But no, I started with J. Kufo, especially the Eurodigit projects. In Stockholm, Wild hospitals, other places, Kumasi military hospitals, and other places. Oko Bank hospitals, Oko University of Ghana hospital, Ghana East hospitals. Nina did not start with them. Right. And indeed, the university.
So restate the question. What say? Omo hospital ba kwa
Omo hospital Omu initiative and you say maybe Bank of Ghana and Kasana initiating Omu there and I say university and
from the scratch.
A hospital devoid of the Eurodigit project for the bank. Okay. Omu hospitals.
George Nash Minty.
ADAKABRI, you see, this one clearly shows Asema to forcing Kokan UPSA Ghanaians have to embrace it. Because the government of the day under Bawumia has locked, just say you lose track. Put in your kind of NDC, we admitted that there were challenges. We had power crisis, which every Ghanaian and above, just say every child then knew. So what I say, the GDP growth. Look, and look before I come promise about what I promise in 2016. We say to achieve a double-digit growth annual for the next 4 years. You say you promised to achieve double-digit growth for 4 good years, which is 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Double-digit growth.
Yeah, but
where is it?
The Dr. growth we had was the best in the world.
Ghana Fubisa, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we admitted, we know that things were not going on well because of doom all over the place. Yes, so as at 2015, the growth that you mentioned was about 2.2. So before we left office in 2016, now about 3.4. You mentioned it right. 2017, because of Njuma Papa, and she said, Papa, John Dramani Mahamani NDC the 2 honti. Never met them what you here. I had the 2 honti. I have sat on this same platform, the same thing as my president Kufuor. When we experienced 1 million tons in 2009, was it 2010? 2009.
2010, 2011.
What you say? I said it. Say, a certain arrangement I had the 200 man, because how many years does it take? It takes some time before it grows. So number of years, I mean, the glory must go say, abiding in for we taking care of it, for you establishing it, and then for we taking care of it. And you see, that is the problem MPP have. The way I'm appreciating Yamuye before ready cocoa 1 million tons no buy. You should be sitting here and do same.
For what?
You inherited Ubayeno as at 2016, net 3.4%. When you came in 2017, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia then now yentia echo 8.1.
We moved the economy from
because when to me hold it, he didn't create it.
We created from taxation to production.
Today, as we speak,
we reduced 17 taxes.
Men say you good enough. Why men say you good enough? So what you say? Mo promise share bo. The 2017 MPP are buying mu take you over. And they call 8.1. And now MPP are buying say yembo same for wunding yeden and tunyum. When J was say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, economic management team, economic guru, and the fahin ko see him. Akra, me wawaha Ghana Statistical Service. According to Ghana Statistical Service, 2017 was 8.1. Any 2017 6.3. 2018 any 2019 6.5. And 2020 1.5,
which was even the best.
2020 you inherited You inherited 3.4. And in 2017, about 8.1. Today, as we speak, we are struggling. We are 1.5%, 1.4%. And you are not ashamed of yourself. You are not shy. You are not shy.
Our peers are growing negative. In Africa.
And it's a COVID.
Our peers,
ADAKABRI,
the other African countries are growing negative.
Brother, that before COVID, now on mine actually. Now, just say Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will lose track on the economy. I am telling you, we'll lose track on the economy as I speak. Okay, the major economic indicators before COVID. For example, growth in the mining sector, including petroleum, which had reached 30% by the fourth quarter of 2017, declined sharply to 12.6% in the fourth quarter of 2019 into where COVID ending. A fall of nearly 60%. What has COVID got to do with this? ADAKABRI, manufacturing sector, meba, don't confuse me. Manufacturing sector growth, which had peaked 13% in the third quarter of 2017, similarly reduced drastically by 52% to 6.30% in the fourth quarter of 2019. So what has COVID got to do with until before COVID? Look, first COVID case was recorded in this country when which month? 12. Yes, that is 12. That is it. 12 March. 12 March. First COVID, it was 12 March 2020.
Yes.
Until I want to tell Ghanaians that before 2020 COVID by not a minor chia. I am telling you, look, the water and sanitation sector fared even worse as it fell from 8.2% in the first quarter of 2018 to a little 1.3% in 2020. So you tell me COVID, you blame COVID for this? Please, COVID has nothing to do with this. And I remember Bonnie, basa na mwe disikano. Boba I must say, abandadano were creating power in excess. Instead of you to use the excess power to boost the economy of Ghana, now you papa biayeno. What I say, we have created excess in power. Look, you have done little. Look, we are looking for.
Nobody said you created excess power.
You have done a little.
Excess capacity and yes, excess power.
Hospitals. You talking about hospitals? You see, Moko Bubu, la polyclinic egu. You what for so they are to ako bubu la polyclinic egu. Up to now, you have not done anything. And I'm abeno. Akuko or say, send your need tibia open. Send your akuko. Before the was it kukuru bobe kukuru bobe piuna kukuru. Akuko also need boo send your tibia. Send your la polyclinic tino. A him funuso mu penisa unana. So what you say? You need to university hospital. You need to a rich hospital near you. You need to a military hospital near Kumasi near you. You need to a second phase Tamale teaching hospital after the completion of the 400 bed first phase. You need to yes, also the second phase of Tamale teaching hospital. The police hospital. You need to up to now. You have not even finished it. The Ashanti Regional Hospital. So we did it. Upper West Regional Hospital. Mahama. Winneba. Look. Winneba District Hospital. Go and look at it. Construction of 100 bed hospital. Any malaria. We all saw it. Go and look at Hospital. I thought it was a Cromwell hospital in UK. Don't compare the two.
Kumasi.
So what you say? First two of the rehabilitation and upgrade of it was done by John Dramani. Construction of 5 polyclinic health centers in the northern region. Tatale, Karaga, you see Bahamas complete over there. Construction of another 5 polyclinics. It's okay. I mean, it's just
wrap that
up. Say me kasa once and we kasa 2 times on this same topic. It's the opportunity even 1 minute.
Okay.
I mean it is so clear.
Right.
It is so clear say the NDC propaganda no more. They are born in University of Ghana Teaching Hospital, University for Nana omoye. They only went for a Ghana government guarantee. Oko Karaga, Oko Wa, Oko Ga East ni way nyina. Enye NDC 4 project. Meanwhile, Omo de share omo document say omo project. You are talking say yes say Muamma excess capacity enye no kure. Muamma say excess power. You have not given us excess power. What you did is excess capacity. And only say thermal plants are individuals there omo deba. Must see whether to say moto Okada. No wa ko sisi wa ko Okada bebre and omo shalai. Say man use Okada crash still no metro mo. Okada no nya wo de. Say what you say. And you say mo na mo create excess power. Okada no nya mo de. And we don't even need it because you needed only one Okada to go to wherever you are going. Who the Okada handed ever see her say Okada we no. The man use car na me use anama use cra. Say entry. We have paid excess capacity over $1 billion. And I'm saying, said this is what the NDC has done. And Usha, even the last time, Baku yeteminati. Yet Tracy no ana NDC for omo deputy attorney general. And then call for and omo kotenase and omo chiro. When it comes to corruption, call for we. Even infrastructure, omo see infrastructure no say we 200 schools are mokano. In the end, it was only 19.
This is from the St. James Catholic Church, Usu Accra. And they say, we regret to inform you this morning, of the death of Brother Pius Ajimain, SVD, in the early hours of this morning, Monday, July 26, 2021, at St. Augustine in Germany. He was 77 years old. Other funeral arrangements will be communicated to us later. May the gentle soul of Brother Pius rest in peace. Amen. Jesus is Lord. Brother Pius Ajimain, Ufriwi Amwase. And oye SBD, na just a Roman for omunyumutuo ene omamamre. Nana eshenensa amamre ene enyumutuo. The Brother Pius Ajimain. I just said, TV Africa, various radio stations, DTV. I just said to say, Brother Pius, Edina into some of the honor.
I say,
may his soul rest in peace.
There be Anopayan or Fremo, Anopayan or Fremo, Germany.
Now, Yenchia, Kojo Dami. You damn so. Maybe the weekend year be.
I mean, then I hear across.
Yeah, no man.
I hear across. No, I mean, the national. Yes, I could be a Betty Crosby.
Betty, yeah.
Men's honorable member for a Franklin Snuff.
Yeah.
And
the EB cross I was how kind of Mr. Ababu, former voter like for manager.
I did. And if you are the numere. And a year Kwame Usu, na our Maritime Authority, na short stint as chairman of the governing board of GRA, Stoneview, Fire Event Center, papa,
yeah,
into fear the numere nunsia, a 1 year tier. Na a machine ya twas across. So, na every or damn one near call a Frank don't go me.
Okay,
Stoneview. Yeah, Tony Irata Hotel. Nechu no more.
Is
Lagos and Magdan Irata Hotel. Chionma off the Ogadugi Street.
Yeah.
Into one says Stoneview. It is Stoneview. Brahon Mimenda. Now, your just mina me sponsor BBA.
Okay. Oh,
sponsor BBA.
Any problem? Saga.
You quiet, so you have a board on us.
So, Nessa no de bois or Buande would do.
Now, Yamesha Kwame Usu, Adia Kwame Usu. Why?
Okay.
So, until Fiada 6 p.m.
Job creation, even no job by first me who say come once
job creation. Say 105 for no. Trematin acquire statement on the floor of Parliament. And then I was say, you can't want some and grow for a year reassured. Say, ya ye BB, na GDB, into 105 of such companies, no. A you operational, no. I say, Magana for no baby.
ofiase wo boy kuya ye mani je papa say Ghana asase ayewo ebro no kura wundua wo de fegu
wo de fegu
enu ankasa be
77 days pepepe
nkran wo dua ebro won kran afi
77 days pepepe
bibia edua cabbage yedua lettuce yedua sa ne mani nyina wo se bibia obedua bia na yeye
adakabre twese abanye bibi man
na ukọ Ashanti region ukọ Obituary region nti wura na
Arabul
da ho no den ne yede ye
benti asase na ho kwa Yapon
nwura
mesi yapon
udu asikuma junction
Yapon
Eastern region sire ne da ho na nkrante ne yachi wom ton
asikuma junction wodi ko ho no
ho no se udi se ho no woton nkrante ne wo Ghana
Frankedua
opa nkrante na mawe aho sire ne gu ho na nkrante nkuto ne yachi
enti Sakasalia ye dawase obae na George Nash wonso ye dawase
bedase
na memanti dwumadie aha ne ye de besie na as usual Olakoku Michael odi ebe kofie efie no odi ebe ko no odi ebe ko jo
na me question is ADAKABRI am pia ma doctor mam
and okọ Nottingham to oba
Dr. Mahmoud Ba fama na mami
it needs 100.9 FM
wait 170 ne mu ba ko na me release the
Needs